Emo, can you shut that door? Hey, I'm live, please. Can you shut that door? Hello. Hello. Good evening. Okay, what is this one doing there?
He's doing push up.
Edra, let me show you people my son.
Come on.
He was doing push
Come
up.
on.
See.
Do your push-ups.
Let's see.
Come on, gym. How many was that? 2.
You don't understand. He's doing push up here. I can't get it.
Come on.
In my room doing push up. Please, can you people help me ask him why is he doing push up here? Let me share to my private page, please. I can't get it. Why is doing push up here? I can't understand it. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. How are we today? Hello. Good evening. Hello. Good evening. How are we today? Hello. Sorry. Please try and share. I wouldn't stay too long. I'll gist you people. Don't worry. I'll gist you people. And I made sure that my daughter is here. People, you see my my firstborn. I hope she will talk. She's always shy. But I don't care. I'll force her. I mean. I hope she will just at least say one thing. Hello. Hello, everybody. How are we? We have a guest. And that's my firstborn. And my third born is here too. That one is here. He's excited. Everybody is excited. Hello. Hello guys, how are we today? Please learn to share, because you people don't share or you people don't share. Learn to share. Okay? Try and share. Always try and share. Always try and share. Try and share and give stars. If it will be very kind of you to give stars, you know. Try and share. And give stars too. To be very kind of you to give stars. Hello. How are we today? So far, how are we today? How are we today? So far, we are yet to find the gold. Yeah, we're yet to find the gold. So everything gets, if they go, just they go. Guess who is here? My firstborn. My firstborn. That's my firstborn. You know, I'm going to make her talk today. And she's back home because daddy's birthday is forthcoming. So daddy's birthday is forthcoming. So that's why she came. Daddy is going to clock her hood.
60.
Yeah. So my firstborn is here with me. This was the girl that I had how many years ago?
24.
24.
Yeah, 24. Yeah.
I've never seen somebody as shy as my daughter. She's not shy, yo, but she's shy with, outsiders. But Will you sing for us? Anyway, the person I'm not even talking to, my boy, that one is the one you know, everything I'm saying, he's answering me. Did I talk to you? Eh? I talked to this one. He's here doing, please see him. Oh. Whoa. He's doing push up. Why are you stopping that? Move closer now. This one doing push
More
up.
zoom, more zoom, more zoom.
Yeah,
Show us the abs, the abs.
See this one doing push up. Is it the one I'm talking to? No. I'm not talking to him, oh, but he's here. So this is my girl, mommy's firstborn, and we are all excited for daddy. And she has bought my, what's that thing? MacBook, Abi bookmark. You know, I told you people that she was the one I said to help me buy my Mac. Is it bookmark?
The MacBook.
MacBook, right? I've been calling it bookmark and they've been correcting me. I told them one story. I'm sure you'll be like, Mommy, no, don't even start. I told them one story. Ask me the story.
What's the story?
I remember when you got into Ireland and, you know, I don't know where they took you to and they said that that you have to start playing in the mud.
Oh, yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
That you have to start playing in the mud, you have to start playing inside. What really happened that time? Because we are interviewing you, you are our guest.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I'm too serious. Too
Yeah?
serious for my age.
Yeah, and they said you were too much. You were always correcting. You were always correcting everybody. What happened? And so when they took you to the play group, what were you people doing at the play group?
Playing with sand. And drawing.
You were doing what?
Playing with sand and drawing stuff, you know.
Can you imagine? It happened to my daughter when she got abroad, you know, when she joined me in London. Then she was just like, how old were you? Like 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was 3. And then we then came to Ireland, and so I was pregnant of my second born, who is Mama. Then when she got into school, she was meant to go into nursery 2, am I correct? So, and they said no, she has to go back to nursery 1. And then when she started the nursery, they then started complaining that she was too serious, she was too matured, like she was, you know, she was correcting students. If your uniform is not well placed, teacher, she will go to teacher's table and go and arrange table. Yeah, she resembles Yeti Wig a lot. Correct. That is true. You know that one. You hear that a lot. Do people tell you that?
Definitely.
Yeah, that's what people say to her. She's used to that. In fact, do you know that when Yeti Wig was about to marry, yeah, she had people. Hey, do you ever mean what boy? Please help me look at this boy. He wants to destroy my wardrobe. This boy is doing press up in my room. Ask him who invited him to the room. It's me and the older sister that is bonding. Help me ask him, what is he looking for here?
Why is he sweating?
Gotta get the games.
What is he looking for inside this place?
He said muscle.
And this is the one that was minding his business. This one.
Come on. Oh,
He's here. He's not putting anything here. He's doing exercise in my room. Please help me ask him, why is he in my room? If you tell him, come and dance with me, he will say no. Come and do this with me, he will say no. Come and do, no. Okay, why are you doing press up here in this room?
If anyone needs personalized work,
I beg you, please, your personalized workout. Call. What's my own business with personalized workout?
I went from 100k.
I don't want to know about it. Excuse me, out of my room. Please help me look at somebody doing exercise.
Come on.
Enjoy when you don't exercise.
What you call the tricep.
Yeah.
I'm not interested.
Work
You too, you don't always put your mouth in
Show the
people's...
camera, show the camera.
No, I'm not showing you any camera. Enjoy.
How your tricep is that you go down,
Yeah.
hold it
Uh-huh.
until, and then back up.
Wow.
We are not interested. That's not what we are here for. We
Wait.
don't want to know.
Everybody said they want to lose weight in
Anyone that needs
2023.
personalized workout,
We don't want to know.
personalized came-
Excuse me, no, we don't want to know. We are doing chat here. We don't want to know about your personalized
No.
Work
chat.
out.
I have to bid you guys goodbye. I hope you have a good day.
What do you mean by bid them?
After his
Only
face
right now I
exercise.
have to bid you all goodbye and do have a good day. Ejo, what did we? Is he invited into our midst? Did we even call him here?
No.
Did we even call him here? He said that he's gymming. I should let people know about exercise. Jojo, did we ask him about exercise? Are we interested? Are we interested? Bye. We are not interested in Ejo. Come on, please let him go with his gym. What's our own with gym? He's saying he's doing press up. I should tell them there's triceps here, there's biceps, there's skinny concept. We are not interested. I've chased him out of my room. So back to us, Jerry. So Koinsola, let's continue. Now, okay, you have to. Why are you now on the phone? You have to be doing with us now. Well, at least people know. I always talk about you to them. Oh. You know,
Yeah.
they know you. He's happy that the big sister, yes, they are close. They are the two of them are closer to each other. Their mama and Farouk are you understand? They kind of choose. He is closer to her. Yeah, that's how their mama is closer to Farouk. It's true. You people are right. He just wants to be with her. Let them chat, let them talk. Yeah, he prefers to, he's like that. It's and he has Mr. Yeah, it's true. I got home and I knew she was going to come today anyway, but I wasn't home. So Daddy picked her up and I got home. At least they've had time. Yeah, now that your daughter is around, you are sending your boyfriend away. Yeah, so if I call him to even come and stay with me, at least he doesn't have time apart from talk normally with mom. But that you be saying let's talk, let's be doing all this thing. He won't give me that audience. So why is he now here? This one she's giving me audience, so I'm happy. At least she's giving me. He's motivating us to lose weight. No, he should go and lose his weight. We are not interested. Come on, no. Baby, bye. This is ladies talk. So now back to us. Yes, please share. We are Team Demola. Ticolous week. We are Team Demola. Don't mind. Let's not be any Team Demola there. Let's stay with the girls in the house. So I wanted my daughter to just share a bit of some things, although she's shy, you understand, but don't worry, I will try and motivate her to at least just be able to talk. I shock her, I shocked her. You know how I shocked her? She didn't know I would go live beside her. I was saying I won't go live. I was in between, I will go live, I won't go live, but let me just message the court and say, okay, I just received, my daughter is around, I just think I should bond with her. I just said, no, let me go live. We may not stay too long, but I'm very pleased to introduce my big girl to you guys. She was the one I had at the age of what?
22.
No.
21, 23.
No, I had you at the age of 23. You don't even know the age.
No.
So this is how they'll go and give you an exam. How old are you now?
24.
24. Yeah. Okay, so are you people hearing that from my daughter? She's 24. So exactly at this age, I had her. I was 2 months to 24 years old when I had her, because I'm 48 now, I'll be 49 in April. So she will be 25 in what? In February. Yeah, so that's it. So that's her. So now let me wait now. Bring out your hand from your mouth. So now let me ask some questions from her. Then just few questions that you people, I think she probably will answer, and if she doesn't, don't worry, we'll ask her another question. And so Koinsola, you know, people learn from my platform, and you know that. People learn. Please try and share. Please try and share. Please try and share. When you were growing up, aside the one I've told them before, I've told them about your experience when you got here, how they put you from your class. They said you are too serious and that you have to go and play inside sand and do some coloring again just so that you act your age. They said you were too serious. You know, she would always go to the teacher's table and help them arrange everything. She was always, so they felt, how can a small girl, but you know, that's how they train them in that what did you go in Nigeria, creche. That's how they train them. Oh. But do you still remember that age? Do you remember? No, you don't remember. No, she doesn't, but you can remember. She speaks Yoruba. Oh. She speaks Yoruba. My daughter speaks Yoruba. Did you come from with your dog? No. Okay, can you tell them? No.
I wish.
No, she can't come with the dog.
I'm gonna bring them next time.
No, she can't come with the dog. Does mommy like dogs?
If you give my mom 100 stars, I will buy her a dog.
Eh?
100 stars.
No, don't ask for that, please. I don't want dog around me. You people should not bother. If you give me star because from your heart. Don't give me star because of dog. I don't. She knows I can't stand dogs. She wanted to come with the dog, at least one. I refused. I said, where will the dog stay? She said, Mommy, dog will stay somewhere cozy. I said, where? Me, I can't cope with dogs. No, dog is in her house in where she lives. She works in United Kingdom. She lives outside outside London. So her dogs are there. The dog even gave birth. Hey, fairy one. You don't need interest.
They're cute.
No, I don't have interest. Okay, so Koisala. That one is that. I tell them about you, you know. So, Yeye Kudi, why? Why don't I like dogs? Everybody have their own now. Do you understand? It's just natural in me. I think it's from Nigeria, B, that I don't like dogs. So I think that's... She too didn't like dogs when she was in... Do you know? Tell them.
Yeah, when I was younger.
Yeah. Bye.
The person gave you 100 stars.
No.
Then they said go like for the dog.
No, they are just joking. How can you because of 100 stars? No. I don't want. Who is looking after dogs? Okay, when she's away, who is
My friend.
her friend? She took the dogs to her friend's house. She has family. My younger brother, my older sister, my two younger brothers, and my younger sister. Everybody, my older sister, everybody is in London, but she can't carry dog there because they won't take dog. Even when she goes to visit them, where do you keep your dog?
When I go to visit them outside the house.
Do you see? So it's in the family. You understand? It's in the family. Nobody likes dog. Only her. But when she was younger, she didn't like dogs too. It was suddenly she just developed. I remember one day I sent my daughter on errand. Can you tell them about the pussycat experience?
Yeah. So basically, I was going to the corner store, and then on my way back, there's a cat in front of the house. And then it was raining, and then because I seen the cat standing in front of the house, I just stood in front of the door. I just stood there waiting for the cat to go away, crying in the rain. And then my mom opened the door like 20 minutes. She's like, I could even hear you as you open the door. You're like, I thought I said this one to go to the shop. And then they open the door and they see me standing outside.
She couldn't come in because cat was in front of the house. The cat is not for us. The cat was going on its own, but saw my daughter. I bet was like, who is this Blackie? So the cat just stood there and she couldn't come into the house and she was crying. So I opened the door just on my own. Like, I just opened the door for the sake of opening the door. And then saw her somewhere across the road crying, drenched in rain. Look at this. Look at Farouk. Hello, come say hello.
Hello.
This one I can even accommodate because he's the baby of the house. Mama, that one is sleeping. She's sleeping. I met her sleeping because she went to college and she's sleeping. Look at this one. What did you eat?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay, what are you looking for here?
I didn't hear.
You're staying here?
Yeah.
No, for what? Who invited you?
You.
No, I didn't.
If you did.
No, I didn't.
Mm.
No, I didn't.
If you did.
No, I didn't.
But
Oh.
you did though.
So say hello and go. We are
No.
talking. We are having a serious conversation.
Hello.
Okay, go and meet daddy now.
Come on, mommy. Can I be here for 10 minutes?
Oh, what do you mean by come on, mommy? Can I stay here for 10 minutes? What will you do for 10 within that 10 minutes?
Okay. Sleep?
Sleep, okay. And don't disturb.
Yes, yes.
If you move, then I chase you out. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. And no talking.
Okay.
Breathe gently. Breathe what? Gently. Now, so back to us. So you see her. When I then had her, do you know that my own daughter, I have phobia for cockroach. Sister Bigbe. My own daughter, this one, I just want to say some things. I'm sure many of you will be like, oh, don't embarrass her. No, I'm not embarrassing her. I think she should know that mommy talks on the media, and sometimes I may just do that to them, especially her. She's matured now. She can choose not to answer, though. It's a choice. If she says, Mom, nah, that's okay by me. That's okay by me. You know what I always say, it's Coinsola. I always tell them the story of our journey. That's myself and you. I say it often. I bet some people, they don't even need to ask them. They can tell you the story of, oh, how my journey was and everything. And can you just tell them? How did you handle the fact that, mom had you, before I got married? Do you understand? When was it that it dawned on you, like, okay, my mom had me, and how did you take it? Like my daughter, I mean, how did you take it? Because I know so many people are here that are lone parents, and they've experienced all this kind of thing, and and be very truthful. At one point, how strict was I, and how did you take it? You understand?
Yeah, I mean, my mom's always been very strict, but I don't think I've always...
No, before the strictness, I mean, before you go
okay. Well, I mean, I don't think it's something I really noticed, because I always got the stuff that I needed and the stuff that I wanted. So it's not something that I really took notice to. Maybe after I left the house. It's probably the most I probably realized it. But yeah, I don't actually think it's something that bothered me at all. I didn't. I didn't really feel like a negative effect of, like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then the strictness. I mean, yeah, like, you're strict, but then again, like I said, I guess that was just normal. I think it makes sense to be strict before your child is 18. So
yeah, so I was overly strict, or
no, yeah, you're overly strict for sure. But I mean, like,
then when did I become your friend?
After I left the house, and I was able to understand a bit more about life, like outside the house and myself, and then things that I wish I had known before I left the house, or things that I wish I had experienced in the safety of, like, your mother's home. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
So was the gap when we were trying to catch up with, I think it was when you were in college and I was in college too, that was when you told me, oh, Mom, you're very lenient with my younger ones.
Yeah.
So, and I thought to myself, I had missed out in many things, but I'm still going to take you back because you jumped. The paternity aspect of it, how did I handle it? I mean, what did I used to tell you anything? I mean, so be very free. This is learning for people.
Yeah, I don't understand the question. Sorry.
No, do you see the paternity aspect of it? Yeah. Zafi, okay, I need to have this conversation with my mom. I have a lot to say. Oh, my darling Zafi. I see you there. Zafi, I've seen your calls. I'm going to talk to you after. When I got back home, I saw my daughter, so I just, I'm sure you want to give me update on the gold. Please, I'll call you after this chat, okay? So now, the aspect of, sometimes some people say that having a head, the little boy has gone, that one don't work out. He left, he couldn't be bothered anymore, So the aspect of having, that's what I mean is, look at me in the eyes.
yeah.
The aspect of my, how did I talk about your dad? Did I let you be? Did I allow you know your dad? How did I handle it? Was I too strict? Was I just normal? That's how did I talk to you about anything? Like,
You spoke about. I mean, they didn't really talk about him that much, but there's times I feel like you let my dad when he would call you and stuff and to speak to me and stuff like that. We talk and stuff, but I guess I mean I think you did the best you could do. It's not, you can't really force a relationship. Like, you can't force somebody to have a relationship or something. Do you know what I mean? I don't understand. I don't know if I answered the question properly.
no, what I mean is that, did I allow you know your dad? As in,
Yeah, I mean, that's what I said. Like, you
Yeah.
did the best you could, like, as in trying to build that relationship. But like I said, from his part, I don't, like, I don't feel like, maybe he's just busy in it. He's doing whatever he's doing. So from your part, you like to build that communication and stuff, but it wasn't like consistent. Not like due to your, like, you had no play in that element. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when you left home, you were always seeing him and everything, so it wasn't a part for me to play.
Yeah. That's what I said. It's like the relationship between me and my dad is not like, I feel like you've done the best you could do in that element. Is for him to also, do his part. And
Yeah, but was it too late when he?
I mean, I feel like it was too. I would say it's too late, but
No,
what?
I'm trying to help people with the alone parent here. Do you understand? It's about
But
how
it's not your
how will a mother, is no, it's not about the faulting aspect now. It's about how will a man or a mother, how do they handle situation whereby the child is grown with the mother, and the child now is a father. I mean, as a relationship like this, how can you make it healthy is what I mean.
Okay. Well, I think a healthier way is that.
Yeah, she looks like Tenny. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
I think the
They
healthiest.
tell her that.
Yes, way. The healthiest way I think would be.
Maybe you should sit up. Maybe when people see, maybe you're lying down, so they are not seeing you very well.
Yeah, I think the healthiest thing is that one, well, it would be good. I think a child definitely notices the difference, like if they have their mother and their father in their life, because some people do have their mom and dad at home. So I think a child will always notice that. But I think it's also like, I guess you just have to be careful with who you end up having kids with, because if that person or the man is not like putting into the child's life, like the child will know that. And sometimes as a child, it's like you might think, are you the problem? Are you the reason? But I think as when you start to grow up and you start to see whether, like, some people just don't have parents that are responsible, and some people, like, their parents they never grow up. And because their parents are still quite childish, they still do childish things and they're not really able to be a parent. So that child might end up, not getting what it needs from that person or that parent. And I feel like I said, I feel like you did try to allow me and my dad to communicate and stuff, but it would have been his responsibility to try and build a relationship with me, which I don't really feel like he tried to do. So, you know, yeah.
Okay.
So that I feel like there's only like that element will always hurt a child once they realize that, or once they, you know, reach that epiphany or understanding, you know. Yeah. Yeah, basically I would say that if the father is not putting in that energy, calling, it's not just financial, like, but you know, just being there and understanding where that child is in life, what's going on in their life, and because like, yeah, and also then they'll get to know you as well, because personally I just like, I don't really feel like I know my dad that well, because I don't even know his birthday. I'm not gonna lie to you, but, but that's not like it's not that I don't want to know, but I don't really know him that well. Like, apart from when he calls me on my birthday sometimes, or you know, stuff like that. So that's like already, it's like hard to develop a relationship or to see that person as a parent when, in compared to you, you fed me. You taught me right from wrong. You were there when I was crying. You were there when I was happy. You know, like, there's difference in the relationship that I'm going to see this person as a parent more than or the other parent, I guess. Yeah.
So how does that affect people that are lone, you know, like lone parents, and you know, how do you then is it possible to take a stepfather as a father?
So,
Yeah. Is it possible to take a stepfather as a father, or is it that
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
it still feels blank, like, no, where my biological father space is always there? Or is it that you people, you sound like, did you close up that space and think, okay, when he's here, he's here, when he's not here, he's not here?
I think my stepdad has been more of a father to me, in my opinion, because I don't think it's just like I said, it's not just about the financial things. It's even just being there to talk to you and guide you and give you advice about certain things. So for me, yeah, I don't think I closed up the wall, but unintentionally, like, having a good, like, obviously, like, again, this is important, like, having a good stepfather, because a lot of people have stepkids, and that doesn't necessarily make them a good stepmother or a good stepfather. It doesn't really mean that your kid is actually going to be, you know, like, connected. There's any connection or relationship there. But luckily for me, or for you, or for us,
I don't know.
luckily for everybody, I mean, like, daddy is actually, like, he's understanding. Like, even when me and you are fighting sometimes, like, he, like, understands how to talk to both of us. And not a lot of people have, like, that, you know, that blessing of finding somebody that can be able to do that. You know, some step parents even cause problems between kids and their biological parent. So I don't know how to answer the question. I feel like I'm lucky enough to have somebody that I feel like was able to play that father role in my life, while some are not, and that's just reality.
Okay. So right now, sorry, I have to ask you a lot of questions, because a lot of times I use my own life story, you know, experience, and you know, I use that to like talk to my audience, and that's the only way.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I'm very happy to have you as a guest. I'm so happy to have you as a guest.
Okay, thank you.
So sorry about that. I hope we're not intruding in your privacy, but maybe that will help somebody out there. Now, another thing is that in every way, how did, because you always would complain, mommy, you were too strict. How did that affect you? Was that the time that you now said, I want to go and stay with my dad? Was there ever that moment, due to mom's strictness, was there ever that moment that you said, I want to go to my dad? And so what I know why I'm asking it in that manner, because I know,
I guess, yeah, obviously, you know, like, for example, it's like when I was living in Ireland, for example.
yeah, sorry, sit up.
Sorry.
Sit up if that.
When I was living in
I'm
Ireland.
cuddling her. I'm just cuddling her so that she can answer the question, because she can decide to turn her head now and run away from us. So I'm cuddling her. Don't worry. I'm
Yeah,
cuddling her.
basically, like, you know, for example, when I was living in Ireland, and it's like you're looking at like UK or you're looking at America, yeah, and you're like almost like idolizing like you, or what if I want my life, like, you know what I mean, like you kind of, there's all these possibilities that could be there, you know. And I guess I feel like at a point in my life, like I said, like a bit after I left like after I left the house, I kind of was like, oh, would I want to live with my dad? Because, well, I mean, you just seem very strict. Obviously,
No, go
everything.
ahead.
No, and it's like, yeah, everything. We're always fighting and arguing. Obviously, because I like my music and the stuff that I wanted to do. I didn't really know if my dad was like gonna be like yes to it, but I just felt like there's a whole thing that I'm not experienced to, or I don't know if that makes sense. Am I making sense? What I'm saying?
No, you are.
Yeah,
Just keep talking. I just think there's a way you
Basically,
can.
but
I
yeah,
want to hear.
that was kind of it. It was like,
Okay, so that was the point that you felt you should go and meet that.
yeah, there's elements like I
Yeah.
said, that it's not really that I wanted it to necessarily just to go meet him. I kind of just felt like I needed to be distant in general. And like I said, like even me choosing to go so far away was even just like I just wanted to just be free, just to be free. And that's why I feel like it's so bad, because I think when you changed your way of parenting, I think you can definitely see the difference in mama and everybody else, because they don't feel the need to want to go far or do these things and do that. And that's, I think, and also they get a bit of freedom to explore things. So even if they want to do something that maybe their friends could put them down a good or bad path, they have to come back home every night anyway. So you'll be able to kind of caution it and, you know, put pause on it really quickly, rather than, you know, when you go out and you're just out in the world and anything can happen. Like anything can really happen, and I've seen a lot of things happen to people that I started uni with. I started uni with certain people that didn't finish uni with me. You know, it's because a lot of them did come from strict homes, and with that strict home, you've not seen a lot of these things. There's so many things, like, you know, all these sweet things that is like, you don't know how to control yourself, like, you know. So definitely, I feel like that definitely had an impact in me going out, going free, and just going gaga. But yeah.
So when did you then decide that, okay, let me go stay with dad? That was after you finished your uni, because I
Yeah.
knew there was a point that daddy was suggesting, can you come stay with me? Can you come and stay with him? Was it because of my strictness?
It was actually just more of a curiosity.
Okay.
Like, not really because, like, because regardless of, in my mind, like, my family is like you. Like, that is my mind. So regardless, there's nothing that I could ever think like, oh, I want to, even if, you know, you have your days.
I know.
I love you.
I understand. I understand.
Yeah, have your days.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, but like,
No, it's
it
not.
wasn't
Feel
even-
free,
No,
daughter.
yeah,
Feel
I'm
free. I
joking.
know you're trying to say, Mom, you were overly too strict. That's okay. I knew, and I said to you then that I understand now.
Yeah.
And that was when I was in college.
Yeah.
I now understood. But at that point, you were already in college.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it took the people that benefited from me understanding how one should be friends and be able to communicate with their kids. I was able to, you know, put that through to Mama
Yeah.
and Demola and definitely Farouk.
Yeah.
Because you were already in college, you were in the uni, so there was absolutely nothing
to be done
I could do anymore.
Yeah.
It was so hard for me to now say, come back home. Let's do 18, 19 years old together. So I understand. There was loopholes and gaps there.
Yeah.
And then, so how was it? Were we able to become friends again, as opposed to being mother and daughter? Do you understand?
I feel like it was like at first, yeah. Sometimes before, like when you call me, I just want to avoid the conversation because it's like I'm probably like, it was more like, how do I say this, like nagging. Now it's not, obviously your mom can. Your mom is your mom. Your mom's gonna, you know, but it was like I didn't feel to stay on the phone and have especially if I don't have to stay. Like, it's different if I have to stand and have a 2-hour lecture and stand up for the 2 hours. That's different because I have to stand for that. But if I can run away and not pick up my phone for the 2-hour lecture,
And what was the questions I would always ask when I call, like when you were in the uni, that made you want to avoid your calls?
when are you coming home? Are you not gonna come home? So you don't think you should come home? I'm like, I'm just doing the exam, please. I'm just doing my exams. So after the exam, you don't come home. So you don't think a reasonable child will just come home after the exam? I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But
And then where are you going to?
yeah,
Who
where
are you
I'm going-
with?
Yeah, what are you doing? Are you sure you went to school? What time is it? Well, send me a picture. Where are you?
And before you left home,
Oh yeah, even before I left
home.
home, if I have a friend, like when I was like, well, I was 16, if my friend has a birthday party, and I said, obviously these times now, like nobody's mom is inviting each other. My mom would say, tell their mom to call me.
yeah. That's true.
So then I automatically was never going to no parties.
And you didn't go for any
I didn't go for
school
no school things like that.
No, she didn't even go for
Debs, no, I didn't do that.
everything, because I was scared of everything. And eventually, what was it that I told you? I think I told you eventually that it was because of the fact that I had you outside wedlock. If you remember.
Yeah, makes sense, yeah.
Did you remember?
Yeah, I remember,
that I eventually then said to you, I think the reason why I was so scared was because of what happened to me. I didn't want history to repeat itself.
Yeah.
And so that was why I was overly rigid. There was not really, and the fact that, I was just scared, don't do this, don't do that, don't go partying, but I didn't know. Did it affect you?
Yes.
A lot.
Yes.
And that's why I want you to pinpoint to people.
I think African parents as a whole, because this is stuff that actually,
Sorry.
like me and my friends talk about as well, yeah. It's like, obviously because they've put a lot of sacrifice to get to where they are, and they know their trials and tribulations to, come abroad, and, and I think sometimes it's easy for African parents to want to live through their kids. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and so, even I remember when I wanted to go into uni and I first was going to do law. Remember, I was going to do law. I was only going to do law because I knew that that's what you like. But I don't have any interest in law whatsoever. I don't have any interest. And I wanted to do computer science, yeah, but I didn't even think that my mom would be able to understand it, really, because, well, at that time, everybody didn't really understand, how good of a course what was. Like, nobody really understood what computer science was like that. It was like, doctor, lawyer, and engineer. So, stuff like that, like having to kind of slow down and have a communication and just explain to them, I had to like kind of also from my end slow down and communicate certain things, and from your end you had to slow down and try to understand certain things, because I understand like you are raised in a different way. It's like we tell you to do and you do, but like I think time is going whereby sometimes you have to listen to your children, because you are like, why did you do computer science? What is it? What are you going to do? And then I'm like, and then that's why I was almost going to do law, just because I felt like, oh, let me just do what my mom will like, better. So these things, I feel like it's important for us to take that time sometimes to ask our children, about what is it that they want, rather than just thinking, because a lot of people want to even do the content creator thing you're doing, and some people will say to their kids, where you gonna make the money from? I mean, how's the money? 1 second, let me.
Sorry, my battery is not charged. No, well, let's wait till 10%.
No, it's calm. This can go long enough.
Okay. Sorry.
So, you want to hold it?
No, I want to hold it because I know you take it off your face. So I prefer to hold it.
But yeah, like a lot of people like don't want to listen to their children, and that's I think a lot of the I understand this that, oh, I'm older, I know more, but it's like I'm not gonna lie, a lot of you guys are, about Africa, you know about the mentality in Africa, the mindset in Africa, and it's like here there's a different way to do certain things, because a lot of you guys even need our help to log into your Facebook. So, you know what I'm saying? There's a difference. So you need to learn from us with certain things, the same way we have to learn from you. And I think that's just the way that our relationship was able to get better. Because when it was just you just wanting to tell me and you don't want to listen to anything I'm saying, I think then you start to think, oh, I don't want to do anything. You don't know, like, it's as if I just want to be sleeping and chilling. And, like, that's not it. Because until we were able to have conversations and then I'm able to further explain, this is what I want to do. This is where I'm trying to go. And then you're able to then start to listen to me a bit more. I think that started to build our relationship, that I felt like, oh, I just had a conversation and I told my mom I want to do my music. And she's actually sat there, listened to me and said, okay, I understand. Why don't you try to do this? And why don't you try to... I'm like, okay, yeah. And then we had that conversation and then I was like, oh, interesting. And then we had another conversation and it was just like, oh yeah, I'm going to school today. Oh, what are you going to do? And it's just conversation like that. Not conversation like, are you not going to do this? Don't you think... And when the conversations changed from, more like, complaining and angry and nagging, commandments and stuff, when it changed from that to, I'm listening to you, what is it that you want? What is it that you want to, like, try and do? And then let me try and guide you in the best way I know how. I think that was how we changed the relationship from being what's that thing when people are dominant? You know, when somebody like takes over a country, like you know what I'm talking
autocratic.
about? Yeah, like
autocratic
to now democratic.
to not democratic.
Yes.
So we now practice democracy.
Yes, democracy.
Of the people, for the people, and
yeah,
by
for the people. Amen.
Happy amen. No.
Yeah, PC was APC, I be PCP, I be.
I
You
get
get.
you.
But I think that really changed the relationship, and then now I can feel, even if me and my mom have an argument or whatever, like, you're gonna, like, it doesn't matter. You and your parents are always, it's not every time it's gonna be perfect, but 98% of the time, which before, like maybe 10 years ago, I would have said 10% of the time me and my mom are fine, but 98% of the time now, me and my mom can just call and talk about anything. Like, I'll just tell her anything. I can tell her anything. And now, before, I didn't even want to tell her anything. I didn't even want to tell her if I drank water or didn't drink water. I didn't want to, So now I feel comfortable to tell my mom anything, which opens up a whole world where I think before my mom thought she knew me. I think, although maybe, can you ever, but she knows me way more than I'm actually able to predict more or less what I want to do and where my mind is than before, where she thought she knew me. But realistically, she only could hear what she was telling me and not, like, no response from me back. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
But yeah, that's
I
it.
think I think they are making sense from what you're saying. I think they are actually understanding you. So more or less, like, and funnily, I still do. I spoke regarding this with them, with the courtroom people, when there was a case in Nigeria about some students that had, that went somewhere and did some nasty things, and I was talking to them about how I had a mother-daughter relationship with you, but now that when I got to college, that was when I realized that I was overly strict with you, and I lost that in so many things. It can even make a child rebellious.
Definitely.
Do you understand that it affected my own daughter and it made her rebellious? She would say it to me, like, at one point, we joke over it now. In fact, maybe a long time, that was when we joked about it, but right now we don't really talk much, because then she would tell me that when I call, you understand, she wouldn't want to pick up the call because it is about, where are you? What are you doing? Do you understand? As if, it's about, I've controlled her in the house, everything about her, what she should drink, what she should eat, what she should... Then I also want to control her. And you know what? I did not know the college my daughter picked until the last minute. She made sure she did not keep me in the know, or did I know?
No, but you also, do you know what? I was trying to actually tell you, but you didn't want to listen. She was saying, do they pick school? Is it not after you will pass, you will pick school? I said, what? Mom, no, you pick it before. She didn't listen to me. And then on the day, then she said, hey, so you can't change it again.
I was so upset that how would you leave the house? Do you understand? How can you go far away from the house? I started crying. I started crying. You know, my fear was, so a child that, I've been taken care of, and I'm always making sure that I'm very careful about her. You understand? I'm just scared of many things. How will she face the world? Then, hours away from me, she was going to go into school. My daughter was so happy. She later told me that if I know how happy she was to get away from the house, because she wanted to breathe. She wanted freedom.
And I actually ended up missing home, actually, more than anything, because like I said to my mom, I wish I had got to just, go out and make friends, because
She didn't have no friend.
Yeah, like I still have problems with like socializing because of that.
Yeah.
And that's like, I try to, like a lot of people, they have their friend group, everybody go on holiday. And it's like, I didn't do this. I don't know how to really be friends with people. So I'm a very like a loner. Like I keep to myself. I have friends and then I can keep to myself a lot of the time. I don't really go out. And then my mom was like, so you don't go on holiday, you don't be traveling with people. I said, how am I going to do this?
So when she now got to uni, yeah, I now saw that people will travel. And, whilst I was in uni, I would see students, they'll be going together, they go on holiday, and I started fighting her again. How would you pick your friends and you could go on holiday? And she told me, Mom, I lost out in knowing how to make friends, because when I was meant to make friends, you were strict with everything. No, this one. No, stay at home. No party.
No house.
No.
You can't go out to anybody's house. You can't even meet them outside. You can't even go for a walk.
You can't have a sleepover.
You can't sleep over. You can't in over. You can't out over. Nothing is happening.
It was later I realized that did I have
no talking on the phone, no text on the phone.
It was something else. You understand? I didn't know. I didn't know. God sees my heart. I didn't know until later. And when she realized that that is not how I handled a younger one, what did you then say?
I mean, it was hurtful because I would have honestly liked that myself. But I'm happy that, they have a best friend relationship with their mom. Like even when mama talks to you sometimes, I'm like, but I mean it's better than what I was. If I even said it, I can't even make jokes with you before. It's like, why we can't sit down, you're not meant to be studying. So different lifestyle.
See what somebody said. Lola Oyeni said, sorry, let me just read this, sorry. She said, do you know what? I am just changing my mind towards my girl right away, even though she's getting me upset, but because of these conversations, they are calling her now to talk to.
Yeah, definitely, like talk and listen. It's actually just asking. My mom asked me one time, she said, okay, is there anything you think that I could do better? And I think that is a question I even said to her. I was talking to my friends and I was saying, even if my parents like annoyed me, and I felt like there was a point in my life that I did feel like I wanted to get away and I just didn't want to talk to my mom again, and I felt like, what's that word, absent, just being absent from the situation. And that was just because I just felt like I wanted the conversation to be with my mom that's not going to end up in anger. Or do you know what? A lot of these conversations and a lot of things parents say, you make your child have low self-esteem. And you have to be careful because some people, like, it's not just mental health. Some people, like, are manipulated by men outside because of the things that you say to your child at home. Like, if your child doesn't get words of encouragement from the people that they love or they respect, like, if you're always just talking down and saying negative things, like, if a man a 50-year-old man is talking to your 20-something-year-old daughter now and start saying you're beautiful. This is why a lot of girls, they'll go to Dubai, go to this with some weird old men, because of the things that their parents should be giving them at home. It's not about money now. This is just about just that self-esteem and that confidence. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of these things, like, parents should be feeding greatness into their children, not negativity. Yes, tell your child the truth and guide them correctly, but, you know, be positive. Like, okay, you want to do this. Do you think it's going to make sense? Okay, let's sit down and plan it. Rather than, do you want people to think this? Like, instead of that, there's two
We are
different...
too concerned about what
other people think and
not-
what they're gonna say, rather than the happiness of your child or the peacefulness, like how your child feels. That's just the reality of it, because you're thinking about this other person, yeah, but your child's, their mental health, they're struggling, you know. Then you then call them again to remind them that they're idiots. You see, like that's not gonna make them feel like, oh, if I'm having a really rough time, let me call my mom. They'll rather go to anybody else but you. And that's dangerous, because you don't know, like, not everybody out in the world is gonna have, you know, a good mind or heart. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so I just definitely think, be positive, speak to your child and say, you know, what can I do? What can I improve on? How can I improve as a person or as a parent? And, you know, also try to listen. It's not going to be nice. It's not going to be nice, because I don't know how you felt when I said it to you, like, but I definitely can 100% say my mom said, you know what, fair. Like, and she actually made a change. I won't even lie. Like, that's actually, she just said, okay, no, I can actually get it. I get it. Yeah. And we sat down and I told her a lot of stories, some things that people would probably not tell their mom.
Yeah, true.
I told her a lot of things, and she's like, what? And she's like, you know, yeah. And then it's like, okay. And a lot after that conversation, or getting to that point with my mom, a lot of rebellious behaviors stopped, because I guess, I don't know, actually. I don't know why, but I guess maybe I just didn't care as much. And maybe I wasn't being rebellious anymore, because mommy knows about it.
Yeah.
So it's fair, you know what I
The
mean?
rebellious aspect of her was when I give her a call, she says to me that, Mom, do you know, I see your call and I'm dancing. Like, nah, I'm not picking her call.
No way.
I'm not picking. Then I'll be like, you know.
And then she'll call me. Do you know what my mom would do? My mom will call people that I don't even talk to call me. Like, I've never seen such magical things.
Don't say that part.
Magical.
You know what?
I've never seen. I
I
don't
will
even
go on
talk to.
Facebook.
And then the person will call me and say, your mom is looking for. I say, what?
I just went to her college, you know, because, you know, while she was in the uni, she had friends, and then I would have, at one point or the other, met them. So, not met them, but maybe know
talk to
them.
them on the phone,
Talk
okay.
to them on the phone. So, I would just go to her page. When I call, nothing, just to know where she is. You understand? And so I'll then look, okay, let's say one is, what are those your friends' name again? Let's say
Zainab.
Zainab. Let's say one is Zainab. I'll just go to her friends list. Do you know, because of that, my daughter left Facebook.
It's too much. No, CIA.
And then we message that one on Facebook, like, please, I'm looking for my daughter.
No, that's like, come on. What? No, that one is magical.
Please, I'm looking for my daughter. Please, if you find her, just let her know that
every time.
Then that
after
got her
some-
really upset.
Like-
You know, very embarrassing, especially because she's doing big girl in school. Then you know, they'll keep finding her mom. So
your
I
mom
said,
keeps calling. Your mom is
your
calling
mom
for
is
you.
looking for you.
Yeah, she's looking for you. She said I lost. I'm like, what? I spoke to her this morning. Like,
You know, I just don't know. So then a time came, I decided in my head that, okay, I'm done with not having a relationship with my daughter. I have a mother-daughter relationship, like, you know, taking care of her, like, you know, providing. God has been good, you understand? But the aspect that I had real shortcoming with was having a decent conversation and a relationship, a friendship with her. And this whole thing started from when she became like maybe, what age now? Maybe from class 4 or class, yeah, because class 4, right? or class
Right.
5.
But I don't know what that is.
You're in secondary
What's-
school.
Oh, okay. But you guys are cool. You can't. You're saying it's something different.
Okay, year 4.
Year 4. Yeah. Okay. No, before that, like what? Like first year of secondary school.
No, but we didn't have problem with
No,
your
no, it
friendship.
No,
Okay,
it
what was
it's
the
been
problem?
Hot. It's been hot. It's just been
Okay,
hot.
what was the problem? Then you have to say.
Okay,
because
so
I can't
in
remember
my
that.
first year of secondary school, yeah, obviously, remember everybody used to go McDonald's on Friday.
Oh, I don't remember. You
Yeah,
remember?
yeah.
You know, I am the one that did.
Don't worry,
it,
I know you
but-
cannot remember.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I remind you.
Okay, you remind me
No,
because
but-
you know I'm the one that did the
Yeah.
thing, so I won't remember all those things. Okay, say it.
Okay,
say
but
it.
I mean, like you see, like obviously around when you first start in secondary school, everybody starts to get a bit more freedom and stuff. So remember, every Friday, because the school
And
finishes
please
at 1:30.
let me explain to them. Put into consideration those of you that are just coming in that she is my first child. So parenting, you know, everything parenting, I started with her. She was the, what do they call it?
Test dummy.
No, what test dummy? Okay,
Yeah,
but we call
guinea
it
pig.
guinea pig. Okay, go ahead. So
But yeah, so basically everybody's getting more freedom as in, you know, in the school, like. And then I would ask you, yeah, so no, actually I didn't even bother to ask because I knew I was not going to be alive, but halfway through the yeah, then literally there's rice at home, literally I was like, oh mom, you know, can I go out? I start with her after, you know, she said, so you want to just be studying and just be doing like, what? One person that doesn't have job to do at home. She says, so you just want to be standing outside in the cold weather. You don't like your life. Just come. So then,
okay, so I didn't used to allow you have that outing with
yeah, that was just not even out. It was just like, you know, like people just go to
take a walk to McDonald's.
you know, when we finish at 1.
Yeah.
So before like Mama
On
and them finish on
Fridays.
Fridays, before they finish school at 2, 3 or something.
Yeah.
So people usually they'll go and
Talk,
chill out.
chill
you know.
out.
Yeah, you said no. And then remember first year they also start their disco. The only disco you've ever allowed me to go was because the school did it.
Okay.
And even still you were very, very not trying to allow me go for that one.
Did I take you to that one?
Yeah, you took me and picked me up even before the time it closed.
Okay.
So you
You
were
see, these were all my faults. You see, I accept, and I bet. Did I say sorry? I
yeah,
don't
you-
know if I did
no,
say
you
sorry,
did, you
but
did.
I did say her. But I said it when she was already in the college. God knows I didn't realize how this hurt her badly. God is my witness. It's something that I needed to, like, you know, because I was thinking in my head, I was doing good though. You know, me, I didn't know that all those things affect them. You understand? I didn't know. I thought maybe, me, I'm protecting her new. Okay, go ahead. More, because many people are here to understand what are the things that their kids, you know, which in okay, go ahead. I'll say something.
But yeah, I feel like it was really just this like things that I feel I should have been allowed to, you know, go out every now and then. But because I didn't have friends, like I was never really invited to parties. So I never was going out anyways. So realistically, after like first, second, third year of me not really having friends, then I started to have a bit of friends. A little bit. Remember my white friends?
Your white
Yeah,
friends.
yeah. And then I think, well, you allowed them to come to my birthday. Yeah. I did a birthday.
Yeah, your 16th birthday.
My 16th birthday. I think that's really the most freedom I got in it. Actually, one time you allowed me to go to my friend's house down the road.
The white girl.
White girl, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was when I was 17. But I mean, yeah, that's the freedom that was allowed. And I remember one time I wrote you a letter. I actually wrote you a letter. I was like, oh, mommy, please let me go out. If you let me go out, I will share. Like, I don't know why. Did I ask for some exchange of items? She said no. The letter was a 2-page. 2 pages. 2 pages of hearts and love, you know. Yeah, but yeah, that was pretty much it, I guess. Like, I didn't really do anything else. I just kind of stayed at home anyways.
Okay. So it was such a boring life, and
Very, 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 very.
very boring. So obviously, when you got to school, you
Life was sweet.
partied.
Life was sweat.
Yeah. So when you got to school, you now started partying.
Yes.
Yeah. So you now was having fun.
Enjoyment.
Yeah. So now you felt, oh, this was what mommy was allowing you to miss out in,
Yeah.
And
I
you
feel
just-
like because like
and you thought maybe mom is wicked, right?
I didn't think you're wicked because I just felt like I would have rather, again, I would have rather to be at home and gone out. Like, because my first ever time going out to a party and club, like I was 17 years old, living in a different city by myself.
Like, that was
No
when you
parents.
entered uni.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I just, I was just about to turn 18. I didn't know nothing. I've never slept in anybody's house. I've never really had friends like that. Never went out party. Like, I've never done a lot of things. So it's like telling a 2-year-old to go outside and go and walk, kind of thing. It's like you don't know anything. And then I think I was very gullible with a lot of things, and I, was in places that I shouldn't have been. And I just didn't understand certain behaviors, or not everybody that's your friend, that smiles at you is a friend. And I think if I had kind of gone out a bit more, because these behaviors, now that I've been, I'm 24 now, and since then I can see that I already know that not everybody that smiles at you is a friend. I know these things now, but I think if I had been allowed out earlier, these things I would have definitely seen them, and I would have been at home, and probably maybe the relationship would have been better already, and then I'll be able to communicate and understand certain things about, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before you go out into the world and you're alone and you don't know anybody. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and especially because I couldn't talk to you at that time, I had nobody to talk to apart from people that I was making friends with, which doesn't mean they were giving me good, or like there's certain people I was friends with at the time that I'm not friends with anymore because they were not giving me good advice, or they were not good for me, or to be, do you know what I mean? So this is why it's like a lot of people want to blame their kids and say, oh, why are you doing this way? But it's actually probably your fault. I was like, do you know what I mean? Because now,
So because of that reason, many things you didn't share with me.
yeah, but
mommy.
you see, but now when I'm in London, you know everything.
Yeah, no.
You get what I'm saying? Like, if I'm having a situation or I'm talking to somebody that I don't like, or this, you know what is going to happen before the situation even escalates.
Yeah.
Because I already tell you, oh, I don't like this, or this. So this what I'm saying is that I don't feel alone, and you already know, you as well will feel at rest, because you're not calling me as much as you called me before.
Yeah.
Because you know that, oh, this is what she's probably doing, or she's with her dogs, or she's in this person's house, or she's, you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is like, that peace of mind could have been had from both ends a long time ago if the communication was there, but it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Okay. So now, what do you advise? Okay, well, you've already told us everything you advise, and in that aspect, did you, as a girl, and going out, you see some people that have their dad. Do you feel you missed out in, or you would, if your mom was with your dad, or do you feel it affected you in any way? Let me show you people somebody how this one entered. See this one. Don't from. See this one.
Which is that how people sleep in your country?
This one is my child that's on the road. Look at her. She woke up, ran into the room, and started dancing. I don't understand. This one.
Try away.
No, I won't try away.
He must keep. Is there receipt so we can do refund?
No, we can't do refund.
There's no refund.
Mama, are you okay?
What are you talking about?
Not you.
Yeah. No, it's not about you.
We're not talking to you.
We're not talking about you.
Yeah,
we're in our own world. Just go out and lock the door.
Close the door, please.
Bye. Okay, go on. Mama, tidy up that room for your sister. The room. Yeah, because you stand up for my bed, though. After we do the
romance, no more romance.
No more romance. After we finish the chat, you go to your sister.
What did you ask? I forgot the question.
What was it? So, did you miss out in?
Yeah, I think it's normal. It's no matter what. Like even if you have a good step parent, it's nobody is going to be able to replace that person in your mind fully. It's like it's normal. Like it's like you have part of that person's blood, I be genes, I be whatever, whatever.
Everything.
So you're gonna, it's normal for you to almost seek to want that person. Like, you know, if a child is adopted, yeah, even if the parents are rich, like, you know, the adopted parents are rich, child has good life, does not even look for nothing.
See, hello, let's hello, daddy. Hello, daddy, come. Daddy to sister. Come, daddy. You were going to excuse
Daddy,
us.
say yo,
hello.
man. Say yo, man.
Yo, hello, you good? Bye. We're chatting here. Okay, go on. Daddy will be 60 in a bit. That's why she's here anyway. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, basically, yeah. What was I saying? So,
Yeah, so you said you have the
you
man's gene.
you have the person's genes, so you're gonna want to know that person. There's gonna be questions, there's gonna be hurt, you know, sometimes when you feel like, or why does your father or why does your mother or for whoever, whatever, not want you or not love you. Do you know what I mean? Like, especially like I said, if the one of the parents is not actively trying to be in your life, is not trying to call or blah 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 blah, these things will affect any child naturally.
Yeah, but to be very sincere, your dad is active. Let's not lie.
Oh, I'm not talking about him, but it was a broad statement.
Because your biological dad is active. So I think, because you have to be very sincere. I think the problem here is, it is active, the way he's active in your life, the part is chose to play is what you don't really, if I may say, like. Maybe he's active in some things, he's not active in everything, and that's what you don't like. Abi, am I wrong?
I mean, yeah, it depends. I mean, I'm giving really kind of broadish statements here.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, because I'm saying, like, because I'm talking even based on, like, people that I know that also have one parent or,
Okay.
like, even have, do you know what I mean? Because, yeah, I understand what you're saying. In my with me
specifically.
Yeah, with me specifically, I feel like I just would like my dad to have a bit more interest. Because, I don't know, because I just feel like, you know, some things are done just because, like, you kind of have to do them, not because you want to do them.
Okay.
You get me? So that's my personal thing. But like I said, in general, for everybody, it's like, are you putting in enough energy? Like, are you giving in energy financially, mentally, like, into this person's life? Yeah.
So those are all the things put into consideration,
Yeah.
coming from a biological father. So
Yeah.
obviously, kids that don't have that, they miss out in that.
100%. But even especially if you have, like, other kids as well, because there's gonna be times you're gonna think, like, okay, for me particularly, it's like, at the end of the day, this is like intrusive thoughts, like thoughts that just come into your mind. Yeah, like sometimes I'll be like, okay, because my surname is different, innit? So
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, you're younger, you think about, it's not things that, you know, so
Yeah, do you understand what she's saying? That when some intrusively, is it intuitively?
intrusive. So basically, like, these thoughts that
The thoughts, like,
Comes
because her
out of
surname
nowhere.
is different from the other kids, their surname.
Yeah.
So for some reason, so you think about
yeah,
it.
sometimes it can just come in your mind sometimes, or you might just feel like, yeah, well, I mean, you're not really part of the family. These, like I said, these are intrusive thoughts, and sometimes I might act that way unintentionally, but that's not because, you get me, I just
Sorry. Yeah.
tend to be like, yeah, I don't know, I tend to just be like, okay, yeah, let me just let that's
Yeah, it will just come naturally.
Yeah, and
to
that
mind.
can affect. Yeah, and that's sometimes, you know, like I said, this is how little things can make, you know, a situation worse than it is. So if I had those thoughts in my mind, and let's say if daddy was treating me like, oh, you're not my kid,
Yeah.
then obviously that is going to be a
problem.
bigger problem for me. Whereas he doesn't say those things or treat me that way, but it's still going to be a problem. But
I
not
understand.
as, you get me, it's not as conk.
Okay. Do you people get her? Explain again. I don't know. Do you people get that because she doesn't have the same surname with our siblings, that's with my other children, that sometimes intuitively the thoughts come to mind and to memory, like then getting if my husband, that's her dad now, stepdad, then maybe like doesn't treat her good and pushes her away and acts, you understand what I mean, makes her, shows it that, oh, you're not my child, that would make her definitely feel worse.
Yeah. And that's why a lot of people might have those emotions that's why I said at the start of the conversation.
So a mother should also be careful
who you're being with.
Who you're being with for the child's sanity.
And even if it's the husband way or the vice of, yeah. Like, because you don't want to have people who don't want to treat your child like, especially if you're marrying someone, which this is actually a thing that happens often. Like, people get married to someone without their child's input, knowledge, like, you just put the child into it basically, and and these are not even kids. My situation's a bit like, I was like 4 or 3 years old, so I mean, I grew up with him anyways. Some people are like 12, 13, and they just throw there and say, this is your new dad, and the guy, it's just all like, the guys even say, me, I have 3 kids on my own, I don't have time for your kid. Already that situation is not going to be mentally stimulating. Like, I mean, you're setting that child up for failure. Already the child might think, oh, my mom don't love me, or my dad don't love me, whatever, and then that one is saying, but you're not my child, go and ask your dad for shoes. You get me? Stuff like that. So you have to be careful who you're entering into a relationship with for your child's peace of mind. And yeah,
I get you now. Okay, so but do you think in situations like this, okay, so obviously the mother going for a wrong partner also can affect that child's
like your mother going for the wrong, but you yourself not being like, because another thing, and this is actually, I don't know, it's a touchy subject, but me and my friend are having a conversation, and it's like, should you keep a child? Let's say, God forbid, but let's say somebody got raped, and you had a child for that person or something, or and then should you keep that child if you have, like, what's that word? Anger, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you get pregnant for someone that rapes
you or something, or just a bad situation. That's just to give you so you can really understand what I'm trying to say. But if you know that you're having some type of anger towards the situation and the child, do you get what I'm trying to say? And then you're putting in that energy into that child, I think give the child away. These, like, you know what I mean? If you know that you're still angry, like, don't be putting your child in situations that they had no control over. So you're getting married to somebody now that doesn't want to take your child as your child. These are situations that's gonna affect your child. You yourself, you have anger towards the child and the pet or the father or whatever.
Yeah.
These type of things is like, they're going to affect this child mentally. It's gonna affect.
So a lot of kids out there, you find out that many of some that are maybe that people think their parents have failed. Many of them come from these broken homes, and these little things here and there. These little things here and there. So it obviously that affects their sanity and
behaviors. How they like, speak to people, how they treat people outside. Like, if a person can slap and slap their mother, like, how do you think they're gonna treat you? Do you get what I'm saying? So the same behaviors that you have raised your child to have. So a lot of people, like this particular story I'm saying about somebody having an anger towards their child. This is actually a friend of mine. Her mom basically hates her. And she went into foster care. And she was in foster care. So even the person she calls her mom is not her mom, yeah? And it's like situations like that, like, if you know that you're not meant, like, if you're not mentally ready or able to have these type of, then don't have the child. Don't have the child, and don't put the child in situations where you're going to be angry about a mistake that you've made, as if the child gave birth to it. So, do you know what I mean? Like, so
transferring the aggression
that's the word,
on the child.
Yeah, so there's a lot of transferred aggression. And you want to, you're angry at the child that, I had you at 19. now I can't have a husband, or something
Yeah,
stupid,
no, yeah.
something very stupid.
Because of you, everyone is looking
because
down on me.
all this type of stuff.
I'm stigmatized, and
these type of things cause a lot for that child growing up, like, and this is why I think, why people always say a child needs a good, healthy home. It's not just about having a husband and wife. It's not just about, stepdad is there. No, because is a stepdad going to be feeding your child's brain positively or negatively? Do you know what I mean? Are you feeding your child's brain positive? Because, even in that situation, some people will marry someone and they'll care about their husband more than they care about their child. And, these things, they mess up people, they mess up kids, and they go up into
how
the world.
will a mother balance it up? I mean, how will women balance it up? You understand? So they have to. It's so the woman is put in a spot right now whereby she has to balance husband, she has to balance the child born outside. Do you understand wedlock? Because I don't understand why that your friend's mom
treats her the way she
treats
does.
her the way
But
she.
you see, this two elements.
Why
was
your friend able to understand the reason?
Her mom, prefers, and this is actually answer to your question as well, because a lot of people feel if you have children earlier, younger, sometimes they feel like they've missed out on something, and this actually makes them want and almost crave male attention, and then this as a mother. And this is why
Kindly share, please learn to share, and all of you on board, please love this chat and share. This is very important for those of you that have had kids outside wedlock, or those of you that have that have broken home, and those of you that have probably missed out in a lot and you are wondering where did you get it all wrong. Please, this is a story of myself and my daughter, and how far we've gone and how far we've been. It's just so good that she came home for holiday. I'm not for daddy's my husband's 60th birthday, and so I just decided to do this. I didn't plan it. It wasn't a pre-planned anything. In fact, I'm not supposed to go live. I was just supposed to bond on the bed and be talking. I need to catch up with some things, but I don't know why I'm led to do this, and I think it's just to help people that have gone through or are going through the same thing that I've been through and where I am today. You understand? I think I've shared most of these things with you people, but the good thing is that it's coming from the horse's mouth. Do you understand? I've shared it with most of you. I bet some of you, if they wake you up in the midnight, you'll be able to say, oh, is it Yeye Kude? Okay, she said this, she said that. But coming from her, I think this is organic experience. That is, this is a child that I had then, and this is her right here expressing and explaining, and I'm asking her questions, and I think it was to be very helpful for those people that are experiencing. Thank you so much for the stars, Duchess, Gold Mercy, and the people that have given me stars. God bless you. I really, really appreciate. I will appreciate you press on the love button, and I also appreciate you share. God bless you. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, like, okay, with my friend in particular, her mom had her, I think, at the age of like 18, 19 or something like that. And now the reason why her mom is even like, her mom talks to, like, you see when like people my age like are fighting, her mom talks to her like she's her age, like she doesn't even talk like it's her mom. It's because she has a boyfriend, and her mom literally said to her, and I quote, her mom said, don't be coming to my house when my boyfriend's gonna leave me and not take care of me. Her mom is like 30, maybe 40 something or something like that. And this kind of situation, I found that very, very weird. Even though like it's like a broken home situation, I found it very weird because I'm thinking, why would your mom say such things? But I realized, like I said earlier in the conversation, is like some people are just old and they're not actually mature. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, and with that situation in particular, it's like her mom is taking out some, like, because she didn't get to live out her youthfulness, taking it out on her child, and then she sees men as more important than her child. Okay. And that is, I personally see that as being irresponsible, or being immature, because you clearly, your brain you had a child and your brain did not advance. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's some parents, and that's actually why a lot of people actually are low parents, because the mom has a child and she's like putting her head down, she's like focusing on, she gets immature, whereas the father is like immature, don't care, you look like Jamin.
Wait, sorry, let me Coin. I think somebody said, I don't know what is Claudia. I don't know what is happening. I pressed the love button twice and it turned to sad face. Kindly unpress it again and repress it. Just unpress it. It will be clear, then repress it. Take your time. You probably mistakenly pressed on the sad emoji. Do you understand? So all you need to do is to press on the right button and you'll be fine. So press on the button again, unpress it, then press on it, then you'll be fine. Okay, go ahead.
But
Let me show you people her hairstyle. My daughter and all these hairstyles. Tell them, did I tell them?
she tried to say not to do my hair, she tried to tell me to cut my hair. But you know, she's being understanding. This is her being loving and accepting, guys.
I've accepted all those things now. At a point, I'll say, no, as if, you know, I just...
Even with Debola's hair, though.
Yeah, now I've accepted it.
Yeah, we have to find that one. We have to find that one strong.
They fought me. Everybody did meeting for me and said, no, this is getting out of her. You know one thing, one day, one of them asked me, I don't know if it's her, I don't know who amongst them. I said, but mommy, you have a tattoo. Why is it that you condemn everything everybody does in the world? And I said, oh yeah, that was before I became a born again Christian.
That's everybody's story. The same way everybody was the top of their class. If everybody is the top, who was the bottom?
I don't know. So they just did meeting for me. I said, no, I think mommy just wants to do this, and you know, they say having meeting for me, but now I think I'm more.
A few more meetings to go, and you have graduated.
Yes. I even advise people now.
Come and join the class. Come and join.
I advise mothers that, okay, if you want to get the best out of these children, the best thing is just be their friend. You're still strict, but your strictness will make sense to them because you will communicate it as opposed to fighting. You know, there will be peace. You will communicate it.
And it's like peaceful on your end.
Yes, but there was
as
opposed to fighting. You understand? And you know, at the end of the day, when you are fighting, the relationship is so unhealthy. The relationship is so unhealthy. You know, so go ahead. So the mother of the girl's mother.
But that's just an element. There was a part of the question you asked that I was actually gonna answer though. You asked another part. What did I forget what you asked?
Yeah, I should have kept it in I can't remember.
But you asked. Okay, so yeah, how to pick the right husband? Because I've seen someone say it as well. I personally would say, this is maybe I'm wrong, but I think
Try. There's no.
You see, the thing is like, okay, I don't know how to explain it in like.
What are the qualities? How you'll be able to explain is that what are the qualities as someone that you know?
Do you know what? It's not about just the qualities.
What would you think a good stepfather?
But should I say what are the qualities? Should I say why I don't think it's the qualities? Yeah. You know what I think is I think it's like, you know when taking your time. That's actually how I say it, because if you're so in a rush, I can't be single, I have to have husband, I have to get married. Do you know what I'm saying? And you are more actually thinking about the marriage and what people are going to say. You know, you just want to look like you're playing the part. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I think people want to like rush into like getting married just because you want to be married, or so people don't say this or they say that. It's not about that. You need to take the time to understand this person's behavior. How do they behave when they're angry? How they behave when you do something, when they do something? How do they be? Do you know what I mean? Because bringing a whole, human adults, whether it's a mother or a father, into the home, or your family, opening your life and your mind and your body or whatever to them, that's just one element. That's like one element, because that's you, and you are obviously fully able to do that for yourself. But now, opening that person and that person's life or, family life to your child, if you know, for example, your husband-to-be is from a house where they beat the mother, like they're from a home like that, it's not to say that he will necessarily be that, but that is something that you need to definitely take into consideration. Because then when he starts hitting you, you have now put your child into these type of situations because you were in such a rush to get married that you were not really scrutinizing as you should. Because it's not as easy as, you know, maybe it's just, you know, boyfriend and girlfriend, everybody break up and you go home. It's, you have a whole child, a whole human being that you're going to add into the situation as well. So I think you have to be way more scrutinizing of every action and every movement and every mentality that this person has. There's certain questions, certain things you need to ask, because if that person has children already, is that person going to be able to love your children the way they love their own children? Are you going to be able to love their children the way you love your? Is there going to be a favoritism thing in the house? You know, I've seen some people, like the mom will have like 2 children, dad has 2 children, and then dad will give his own children money, mom will give that. Like, it's basically like a divided household, and the children are gonna grow up basically understanding that, like, oh,
and they may even dislike each other.
And then this is how you just see some weird stuff happening in how, oh, mom, dad did this, house did that. It's just, it's a lot. Like, it's not as easy as, oh, we like each other and then let's mix our children together. Your child should be introduced to this person, and not the first day. This should be after months of dating. Introducing your child and having some maybe quality times, asking your child actually what do they think, because you don't know. You know, you don't know. Some people are weird, you know what I mean? You don't know what some people are doing behind the scene, and then your child will not say anything, doesn't feel comfortable, especially if you don't have a comfortable, relationship already.
No communication.
It's going to be a mad thing.
Okay, but in my own case, I didn't ask you any question.
Yeah, but that's what I said, is that luckily, I said very, very luckily, because there are people who are in the exact same situation as me, and I have met, who don't feel close or comfortable with their step parent. You know, even one guy I was talking to, even like last week, was telling me how his stepdad always used to beat him and treat him really badly every time his mom would go away. So that is, that's a real life story. And that's people, and that's a boy. That's not even you know me, I'm even a girl. So that's a boy that's happening to you. So, you know, it's not to say that, you know, boy or girl, husband or wife, and everything can go downhill with the wrong person. That's just it.
Yeah. You know. Oh. So sometimes these kids, you know, they suffer.
And they know. It's not that they don't know. They definitely know. Your children are not stupid. Everything, like, you know, children notice. They watch things. They understand things. Like, you know, they might think, oh, I want to ask for shoes. Let me wait until the stepdad is not home. Let me ask my mom and ask, or let me wait until the stepmom is not home. Because you know, we're watching Nollywood films and you see the stepmom is always doing. That's real life. It's not stories. These are not made up all the time.
So a lot of these kids, they experience it whilst they are young, and they probably cannot communicate it to their parents.
And if you don't,
and that's why some of them end up being rebellious.
Exactly. And then if you don't realize it as well, because you're not communicating, then that child will see you as an enemy as well, kind of thing. Like, oh, you guys, it's basically like you and this person are both hate me. You get what I'm saying? Like,
thanks for letting us know this. It is well. But the good thing, thank God that, and I said thank God, but most of the time, the older ones, why is it that, okay, is it this reason that most of the time you see the older ones, when they are older, they refuse to accept? Who is there? Mama, you okay?
I've been watching your video from downstairs, and I just thought I should ask you a few questions since you are together. And I thought, like, the audience. No, why do you always look at me like I'm a comedian? Like, I think the audience will actually want to hear the question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So my first question is.
Hey, Magbami, where can you pump in and no?
Mommy,
it's
I need to see me. Let me put my Invisalign for y'all.
Do you think they had the tea? Do you think they had the tea?
Please excuse us. We are doing chat. What is it?
want me to-
Which question regarding what?
say
Is
the
it about
question.
this matter?
Yeah, go ahead. say
Okay,
the
come and
question.
sit down here.
I have
Let
to
this, please allow her talk.
I have to introduce myself. Good evening.
Please, no drama, please.
Good evening.
Keep it as
I'm
simple.
the youngest daughter in the household. So obviously, I got a lot of things based benefits, and also like, what's the opposite of benefit? Disadvantage. I also
We
got
are not laughing here. We are serious.
Okay.
The stock
I
that.
also got disadvantages based on being the youngest daughter. So I'm the youngest girl. Why is everyone laughing at me? What's
No, can you talk,
So my first question is actually for mommy.
mommy?
Yeah.
Well, what has mommy got to do in this matter?
No, you actually have a question.
Okay.
Since Coin has been the oldest, like even growing up abroad, like that was a whole different experience for you in itself. How do you think that has affected your parenting on other children, on the other children?
Okay. Like I already explained that to them on the platform, before you came. You were sleeping. That's why you didn't hear this part.
Mommy, don't let them know. They'll think I'm lazy. I
No.
wasn't sleeping because I was just tired. I went to college today.
I know. So now, what it is
they
is,
want me here.
yeah, what it is that, like I said, your sister, I was overly very strict with her, and then I remember that when we started having a relationship like more friends now, as opposed to mother-daughter relationship, at this junction you got into the uni, and then no, sorry, you were not yet in the uni. So she was able to put me through many things. In fact, there were many things she expressed to me that really made me feel wow. Then you remember your first disco outing. You remember that outing that
I
I
went to the club.
yeah, no, it was that one that you cried on the stairway, that you were crying. That I
There's been
said,
many.
wait, I'm trying to say the first one. The first one was that one that, I said you were not going, but luckily, after my conversation with her, I then remembered that, okay,
Should I hold it?
I cannot be, no, we have this thing here. I cannot be as mean as or as strict as I was with Coinsola. Strictness. So my threshold, I lowered it.
Yes.
And I think that made you, because from when she got to college and the experiences I had with her, I felt, oh, she's being rebellious now. Me calling her, looking for her everywhere. I can't find
She
her.
still does that coin.
No, she doesn't anymore. It's quite
How do
different.
you know?
No, to you, but
Yeah,
not to me.
yeah.
Not to me. She doesn't know. It's to you probably because sometimes you call her for no reason.
Literally.
Yeah. So now, for in my own case, when
Yeah, mommy, you're too serious. Smile.
okay, okay, I'm sorry. No, okay, I'm sorry, but you still see within these children, you have to be very serious, because if I'm smiling with them, they won't know how serious this thing is catching my body. You understand?
Catching your
Yes,
body.
catching my body. So now I'm now better with Mama. And you remember when Coin went to college far away, it got me really worried. I then said, Mama, this is not going to repeat itself. You are going to go to college from home.
And that leads me on to my next question. Thank you, mommy.
Okay.
I still live at home. I'm in college now, but I live at home, which is a completely different experience. Koi moved out when she was 17 years old. I'm still 20 years old and I still live at home, but I'm happy at home. Koi, how do you feel moving out so young? I know you were saying that you struggled to socialize. We're all like that. We're all goofy. And she always gets confused why we're goofy, but we get it from her. She's the most
Yes.
goofiest person ever.
Mommy.
We're all goofy. We all do that. And she's always looking like, oh, where'd they get that? From you.
Okay.
Where your triplets? Anyway, so how did you feel moving out at 17? You're still at a young age.
Too young to leave the house, but had to do what I had to do.
And how was it socializing with other people your age?
Very terrible, very hard to do. I actually I still am very bad.
What
with-
word would you use? Would you say you're closed off or you're too social?
No, I'm friendly. I'm a cool. Like when I'm around anybody, I can make friends easily. Actually, I don't have problem with making friends. My problem is more or less just knowing what to do after making friends. Like, you go out with your friends, you go to lunch, you go to this,
But
you
I've
go
had the
traveling.
same friend since I was...
Yeah, but you see, I don't have that. I
Yeah,
just
she
don't
didn't
know
have.
how to. I don't.
I
have
didn't
any
allow
friends.
her have friends when she was young. That's the difference. I allowed you have friends from secondary school, and those are the friends you still kept, except the ones that you
I
met
knew
in
her.
the university.
Yeah.
Now you understand. So that's different. Do you understand? So her case was that she started making friends from the uni, and then I could not
But
be
even
friends.
still, it's still hard to
Yeah.
learn how to keep friends for long because
Yeah.
it's a different situation. Like you said, you see, Mama goes out with her friends, she makes plans. Da, da, da. You now understand.
Yeah.
Even with
They even
giving
come
gifts.
here,
yeah,
they stay
Like
over.
even giving gifts and stuff. I even till now I have problems with my friends that I actually still kind of like. I don't know that to give people gifts because I've never done that. I've never had that.
Yeah, because I never used to take her to party.
So I don't understand.
But now,
But
you know,
mommy,
all
why
of you.
did you do that? Like, what did you do?
No, don't start guilt tripping me.
What? Why did you do that? See,
Okay, you see,
the thing I have
you
with
see,
my
Mama
mom.
want to change the discussion.
The thing I have with
then
my
guilty.
mom.
What are you doing here?
Another
Why is
one,
your mouth
thank you.
wide open?
Can I change the camera?
No.
Another
Why
one,
that one came here and opened mouth like, are you still here?
Yeah.
Go,
Look,
please.
mommy, why are you getting hot now? Because
Oh yeah,
I
come, don't
When I
cry.
come back, when I come back,
when my mom
When
is
I
doing
come
the
back,
interview,
yeah?
she's not going to be fair. I'm going to be fair. I'm going to ask the questions we need to ask. I'm going to get down to the nitty gritty. Thank you. Thank you.
No, mommy, why are you looking sad? You have to smile because
Thank
she has
you.
catched you.
Mama.
Because
She has taken
my
over your
mom,
show.
my mom believes that it's okay that my mom is a very
Yeah, the children have taken
my
over.
mom is very much the person that she has to believe that she's right and she's in control, which is perfect.
Good,
She's the
good.
mother, but she never wants to see the other side, even my dad's side. Compared to my mom and dad, my dad is actually the calmest. Like, he's not as strict as my mom. So, mommy, why do you find it hard to take other ideas from other people?
'Cause
And
he's
my
the
dad is
African
older
mother.
as well.
I'm so sorry. If she's a woman, it's just natural for women to be that way. Women are just like, I know what I know. That's it. And especially because that's how they do with men anyway. They're like,
That's another
are you
thing I
trying to
wanted
tell
to
me that
talk
I don't
about.
know what I'm saying?
I think it's very important that we touch on this in African. Oh, you changed your tone. I think it's very important that we talk on this in African households. You've grown up, like, obviously with your mom, and then you went into another, like, you met another person along the way,
Yeah.
like your mom's
Go ahead,
husband, which is my dad. How do you feel that affects you in relationships?
I didn't hear the question, sorry.
How do you feel that affects you in relationships, like building relationships
That what?
with
People.
Like, yes.
Like human beings or like...
No, like connections.
Like what? What are you trying to say? I don't understand what you're saying. Like you what? Like do you understand the question, Mom?
I don't know.
Like connections, relationship with like friends.
Oh yeah, but like I said, I'm not able to do like
Longevity.
longevity. Yeah, literally, like it's like
And that's just because
even when I have friends with people, like people think I'm what's the word?
stuck up.
Yeah, because I don't.
She's stuck
like,
up to her siblings as well.
No, it's not that. It's like I don't understand. What to do next? After I talk to you in face to face, ha ha ha.
You don't know how to keep it up, like
Yeah, like I'm not really it's
texting,
I don't do
calling.
that. I don't do that. I don't know. I don't do texting. I don't.
And
do
why were you
calling.
always so mean to us growing up?
Yeah, just throw that in there.
Yeah, that was why they said, Kaisola was very strict with her younger ones.
Very not as much Demola though, because Farik was not really.
No, Kaisola was very strict. And the reason why she was strict was because, like I told you people, that in the school, she was known to be very, like, too matured, acting matured. She would pack teacher's book. She would do, you understand? They had to tell her to go back to...
Come play with sand.
Go and play with sand. You understand? So, Mama couldn't stand it. Mama was like, when Mama came into the world, Mama just met one person that was doing like mama.
She doesn't do that. My sister does like a soldier. Like she wants everything to be done perfect. She's like general. Wake up at this time. You stand up. Do this. You're meant to, like, if she tells you to jump, you're meant to ask her how far. You shouldn't be asking like, oh, what do you want me to? She wants you to jump, and she wants you to keep jumping until she tells you to stop.
There you go.
Yes, mommy, I need my show. Thank you. Tell her. I need my own show.
Yeah, it doesn't show that. They say, Mama, come and talk now.
Yes, my sister wants me to do it, make my bed, clean my room. My sister was
She's
also
saying basic stuff.
my
that
sister
she
was
should do.
also
Brush my teeth.
Exactly.
my sister was also very strict in the sense where she'd be like, go do your homework. But my mom said I don't have to do my go do your homework. And it's like, I always felt like I had two moms growing up. And me and my sister used to share a room as well, which was another thing. I wasn't allowed to enjoy my room. I couldn't relax. She didn't want me to relax. She wanted me to work.
Rihanna. Very good.
Okay. So continue.
Why were you like that? Like, you didn't need to be like
Yeah, she was like that from 3 years old.
I've been like that.
You were sleeping when we had this discussion.
We've already been here
We've
for 2
done-
hours.
yeah.
You
Yeah,
are
we-
late.
No,
You're late. You're
we've
late.
done that in the
Next
past.
time, stop sleeping.
They already told her that she acts very mature and too serious. So they said she should go and play in the sand. I don't know. They didn't diagnose it. What was the diagnosis?
They
No
say
diag-
that
come
they
this
diagnose with
like, come
over
this
too old for my age. Over Sabi.
I wish I knew.
Over Sabi.
They said she's too serious. Mi ò gbọ́rú diagnosis bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn rí láyé mi. Okay, this is this one. Yeah, this is this one. The boy. The
So
boy.
Coin's first, I'm middle child. I'm the middle child, yeah. Yeah.
Can we cancel?
Okay, so
I
the
am
so
the third and favorite. Third and favorite.
And the last born is Farouk, and he's the favorite child. He's
Why
so
is my
spoiled.
face so smooth?
Oh my god, that sounds like my daughter. My boys
Do you
will
have
say,
filter
"Mom,
on?"
please don't let her babysit us whenever." No, oh my gosh, my mom used to have a shop, and Koi used to babysit us. I used to cry. I used to
The
cry.
babysitter was serious.
I used to cry because
Yeah, but the thing is, even when I had no friends and I was always making friends, yeah, Mommy used to use the babysitting to not let me go out. I would say, "Oh, Mom, there's something going on. Do you mind if I go? Who's going to maybe take care of your brother and sister?"
I
So
used
it's
to cry.
as if.
so because Koi is suffering, we all suffer.
antisocial as well.
Me, yeah, I mean,
I was the most antisocial person.
you were not antisocial.
By
David.
choice.
You were
By
by
choice.
choice.
You
By
weren't
choice.
You weren't antisocial.
So you two, you were antisocial.
Are you saying I just didn't have
I think I'm the social butterfly. I was the social butterfly.
don't worry, me, I didn't have friends, so
I was the social butterfly. I feel like I'm very more calm. Like,
what's the point of friends?
long day.
Okay, we are having a particular discussion.
do you want
This-
us to go?
I'm not saying that you should go,
She
but
doesn't want to tell us to go on the chat. Thanks.
oh, mama, you.
Mommy,
yeah.
pause it. Let me make some music in the background so you can give them some
No,
quick
no,
answers.
no, don't
Some
worry.
quick mathematics.
Don't worry.
So
Let
1
me-
+ 1 = 21 on their face.
She's a real grandma. Yeah, she is, and she never goes out. Like I was even planning when she came back. Like we'll go to Claire, we got her. She look at me. Side eye, severe side eye. She gave me side eye, serious side eye. I've never experienced.
But you see, I don't want to be a grandma though. But I mean, I'm working on it.
Yeah, like she's 24, she's young. I'm always telling her like, let's do this, let's go get our nails. But she looks at me.
Yeah, see, she doesn't have her nails.
I don't have my nails done either right
no,
now.
but you do your nails. Get away. She doesn't have her nails done.
This
She's
is
like
beautiful.
that.
This is
Yeah, she
beautifulness.
likes it like that. You understand?
It's beautiful.
What she takes as freak. You understand? Mama is different. Mama is more like girly. She likes to do stuff like this, like me. But she doesn't really have. I know what she
She's
really
too
likes.
cool. She thinks
Yeah.
she's so cool.
Ah,
She's so cool. Like everything that we do, like if I put makeup on, she's like, "Why are you wearing makeup?" Like if I want to wear makeup, let me wear makeup. She's like, "You don't need it. You're real skin."
That's because you see, I've got these natural genes of pang.
And I too, I have the mosaic, pang.
Calm down there, bro. Oh, why are you fuzzy?
Why is everyone saying I'm something
Why
else?
are you
Do I
fuzzy?
look like? I'm not even. Everything that I do here, that's how my mom behaves at home. She just doesn't show. Yeah.
Mama, can this person that owns the show let her talk?
No, I want to take over.
Mama, no, don't, you can't take over.
You can't
please.
take over. We are
You've had
begging
enough
you.
of
We are
it.
begging.
You know what? I just-
No. We want to.
Can we kick her out?
No, let's just conclude now.
Conclusion, please.
Hello. Hello.
The minute this camera go off,
I'm telling you.
the minute
Did
this
you-
camera go off,
The moment this camera go, I'm going to show Mama.
That's why I had to do
it's
my
gonna
own
turn
small.
into a rig, a boxing
I
ring.
will
had to
show
do my
Mama.
own small.
I'm telling you. So,
Even people are saying, "Oh, Mama, you only lower." Literally,
Mama, I will show
I
her.
had to go home, mate.
So now this one is here.
Oh my god, mommy! I think people are watching me.
This one more lero. Why is this one here doing like this? Okay, who told him to come?
He's frustrated.
He's here like this.
He said, "No, man."
Okay, so here.
Mommy, look, people are watching me online.
Well, so her friends in the college, or the one their mom have called them to come and see how mama is disturbing her mommy's chat.
Hi, everybody. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Uh-huh.
Besos, kisses.
People are watching.
Let's just comment.
Hi,
Coinsola
Vicky.
is our favorite in the comment section. Come on.
No.
Hi, Vicky.
No. So now back to Coin. Like now, Koisola, give a word of advice. Just give a general word of advice
I advise
as a
everybody-
daughter.
I want to make it dramatic.
No, don't make it that. Just be yourself.
Cool. To the people watching out there.
Oh God, don't be emotional.
Coin now, drop it.
Excuse me.
Mommy, why are you angry?
Don't
at
be
me?
fake
Okay,
emotional.
okay,
Say
okay.
the real and
Let's
be
do this,
real.
let's do this, let's
Are
do
we off this chat? They have started. What him?
Were you silent? Or were you silent?
To the people of this chat.
No.
I just want to thank you
Go.
guys. I want to thank you guys.
Can I say a quote?
Yeah, let them what I
Can I
say.
say
Let
a
them what I do. Let them what I do.
Big up Tino.
Come
Well,
on, come on,
let me
come
say
on,
it.
come on, come
Big
on.
up Davo.
You
Tell
know,
her, tell her,
like,
tell her,
aye.
tell her, hey.
Is it? Come on, talk.
Can you let him talk?
Say it.
What are you
To
showing?
people, I hope you have a great day. And no matter what you're going through, just remember, God gives his hardest battles to his strongest warriors.
Yeah. Come on, G. High five. High five.
Come on. Use the tissue so we know he's serious. Use the
Oh
tissue.
my gosh, I gotta get the talking drum. Let me
Yeah,
get
No.
Let me get the talking drum.
No. Let this chat. Please, guys, sorry. They want to scatter this chat, and I don't want that.
Let's stop, Mama.
Please, I don't want
Mama must
distraction.
be stopped.
Can you continue?
Yeah, bring my tissue for my emotions.
Oh, yeah. Can you continue?
I just want to say thank you to
Thank you, Alaja Bilkis. God bless you for the. Thank you. Can you conclude? No, we don't want drama, please. Just do what you have to do. Can you
Thank you.
conclude? I want to go and sleep.
Thank you to everybody for tuning in and watching.
No, that's not what they.
I thought that's what you said.
No, I said I didn't say you should
I
thank
should
them. I'm
say-
the one that will thank them.
Sorry. Okay.
But I mean advice
Okay,
and what
advice.
you in everything we
Take
talked about.
your time. Patience is key.
No, that's not that
Evaluate.
kind of no.
Mommy, I'm not. Let me
My
learn to-
experience in
I'm
life.
going to the elementary.
Okay. Talk of your own experience.
I'm going
Don't
there.
be general.
Okay.
Listen. Excuse me, please.
From my
let her
own
talk.
experience,
Uh-huh.
I can say that we thank God that God gave me a mother that is vigilant and found a person.
No. Why are you behaving like because your younger ones
I'm
are
not,
messing?
but you are- I'm
You two
giving
are
you
not.
to-
No, don't be dramatic. Be real.
I'm being-
Be yourself.
I'm
You have started.
I'm
You
trying to
stop
say it.
now.
I'm trying to figure out my words.
Okay, calm down.
Okay, you hold the camera.
Okay, calm down.
Calm down.
I'm thinking of the next word because you're telling me to say.
Be calm. Say your words nicely. Don't be
Vigilance.
change it. Change.
Mom.
I don't, because it's different because you asked you questions before. This is not a question. I have to think of this now. From the
No,
top
I
of my
didn't
head.
ask you question. Now.
Before you were asking me questions, so
Okay,
I was
now.
easy to flow it
I
out.
said from experience.
Yeah,
now.
now you said
just
from
give me
experience,
that
I should
idea.
give you. Okay, anyways, that my mom was vigilant, and you know, she also took correction. That really helped me before I turned 25, and that's you know good time. So. I think the most important time in a child's life is from the age of 13 to
13.
from 13.
Okay, I was thinking it's 16.
No, from 13 because that's when they leave secondary school. I mean primary school, and they go to they start secondary school anyways. And ní ìgbà tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ secondary school yẹn.
Yeah, go ahead. Speak Yoruba, but you know,
Is the
not
Yoruba
everybody that is Yoruba.
Okay, so I'll be
Speak
doing
Yoruba
it.
so that they can know that you can speak Yoruba.
Okay.
But
So-
don't speak it too long
Yeah,
and mix
then
it with
I'll
English.
I'll do remix.
Okay.
But now I forgot what I was gonna
Okay,
say.
nígbà tí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀
Secondary school, that's when their head, it has a lot of things are going on. So, as a parent, Ellie Bawa Soro, Bawa Soro, and get to understand your child. That's when your child is gonna start to become themselves. From 13, 14, 15, they start to find themselves. They're starting to understand themselves, and a good parent, if you talk to them in the right way, you'll be able to guide your child as well as understanding your child before they actually go into the world. And and as life is, people will change as they grow older, but you have a good foundation of understanding of your child. And as a parent, it's good for you to make the right decisions, not just with training or parenting, but with the people you bring into your child's life, the places that you take your child, the things that your child sees and experiences and endures and stuff like that.
But are you trying to say that there shouldn't be strictness at all? Because it's like you are portraying it that
is a key. Strict does not mean that you are blocking your child off from everything in life. Like, being strict, I believe, is actually, for example, is like evaluating situations. And I don't think every child needs the same strictness. Like, me and Mama are completely two different people, as you can see.
yeah.
So certain things that probably you want to think, maybe I'll not let Consuela go here, but you might let Mama go there. You see, that doesn't mean that there's no strictness. Strictness still applies, but you have to be, evaluate and
knowing
see,
your child.
yeah, and also giving your child freedom. And this is when your child speaks to you. If your child is telling you, oh, it's like as if I like this boy, you know that already. So now your child say, oh, mommy, I'm going to a party. You will be aware of certain things, rather than some parents that want to act as if things are not happening. And then they say, oh, how did my daughter is 16 and pregnant? But you would have known if you had asked, and then you'd have been able to advise your child in the right way, because no matter what, your child is still going to do whatever they want to do, but you'll be able to advise your child, and which might make them think twice, or think wisely. I think that is the job of a parent, is to help your child. To control you can never control a human being. Even the one in jail you can't control them. You can only, even no matter how much you want to put force, even slaves that they will do, you can't control them. So the best thing you can do is to guide, to help, to assist, and to help them. Mentally. You get me? Yeah, that's what I think.
Okay. All right. So now, in all, having a child outside wedlock, we wouldn't talk retrospective now. Do you understand? Retrospective is from behind, right?
Yeah.
I think prospers. I don't know. The English don't
What
come.
we say again?
Perspective. That in the future, for your mates, would you advise such a thing?
You know what?
From your experience.
You know what? I'll say one thing is that anything can happen, I think anything can happen. I don't think that a child that is outside of wedlock and a child that is born inside a married family is, like, I don't think that when outside of wedlock child is at any major disadvantage. I believe that these situations, you can be married and have kids and then divorce. You could
True.
you could be married to a person, like I'm mum, like me, when I went to London and just talking to some different people, like, and just, conversations will start. I hear a lot of things, like a lot of crazy things. People with their own father, sexually assaulting them. So it doesn't have to be somebody from outside. It doesn't have to be, this or that. These things happen, and sometimes you can't control certain things, and some things you can. And I think nobody can ever blame you for the things that you cannot control, but they can 100% blame you for the things that you refuse to, open up your mind and understand certain things. If being ignorant is your fault, yeah, that's the word. being an ignorant person is your fault, you know.
So being the ignorant person is your fault, like the person that decides
Yeah,
to get
because like I said to you, you can be outside of wedlock or in wedlock. And your child could be telling you that, oh, that uncle is not touching me nice and these things, and you don't want to hear these. And I'm touching on so many different elements, but I'm just saying that you decided to be ignorant. You decided to not go further and understand the child, understand the situation. That I can blame you for. But there's like the situation happening, we can't blame you sometimes because, I mean, you can't always
be in control,
control.
because you probably got married,
Yeah.
and then you know
You
the
didn't know
man
these
leaves
things.
and the man dies, or
all these, anything can happen. So those
and
we can't
there was
blame
you bringing forth a child. Okay, I get you.
Yeah.
You know, that is faith. That's
Yeah.
where faith lies. You know,
Yeah.
we never know. I
Literally.
get you. So it's not in our power to be able to decide completely. Yeah, some people it may be in their power.
Yeah, but that
you
element
can't
is just an
blame-
element.
Okay, yeah.
Because, like I said, you can have a child in marriage, outside marriage. Even the people that have husband and wife in the same household, are you guys sitting down and speaking? Oh, you know what? It's like our child has a learning difficulty. This is the thing, actually, a lot of black parents don't want to accept when their child has autism, ADHD, something, this, that, blah, blah, blah. They don't sit down and try and help that child, you know, beforehand. And you want to talk down, you know, blame the child, but you could have actually done more for your child.
Yeah. We don't, yes, that's they people don't accept it, that you know a lot of kids that had educational disadvantages and many other challenges, they actually are special need kids.
Yeah.
They are kids that have maybe ADHD, maybe mild autism, you know, all those things. But Nigerians, due to religion and our mentality, we say God forbid, and
move on past
the
it.
kids
Still suffers.
they
and then
suffer.
they end up actually suffering to their adult life, and you know, there's a lot of things, like I said, like parents.
Thank you
could
so
do
much for
better.
the stars. Continue.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that parents could do better for sure, because as African parents, I think the thing that we lack a lot is empathy, and it's like there's a lack of empathy for our children. Like, you say anything, like I've heard some mad things said to kids, like, you know, you say these things, you discourage your child, and then you want your child like, you get what I'm saying, you're not there for the child mentally, you're not trying to assist the child, and then on top of it yeah, man, it's a lot. That's not what parents should do, and I understand that's how you guys were raised.
Yeah, because I want
That's what I was gonna say.
It
that's
seems
how
like you're blaming parents.
No, but that's how you guys were raised. But do you know what the thing is?
Yeah.
You guys also didn't like it, but you are so like you were, shall I say, bullied? You know, it's not bullied, but you know, like everybody makes you. How can you talk back to your mom? You know, and the community.
Lola Yeni, thank you.
Yeah, the community allows it. So that's why, even though even people in Nigeria might have educational difficulties or some situations, this or that you know they struggle with, but because the community or the culture didn't allow you guys to ever go into that, you're just like, oh, you just gotta deal with it, just get up and move on. Like, oh yeah, you're sad, you have anxiety, grow up, everybody has anxiety, everybody's sad, move on with it. How can you be crying about that? There's never an addressing. There's no help of this. It's like, get over it, and Jamie,
even depressed.
Depressed. Yeah, these are things that happen, and it's like, especially when your child is growing up, there's so many things happening that you don't see. Your child goes to school. That's a whole different life for them. Your child could be getting bullied, you know, might feel left out, especially us living, like I was saying to Demola, like we live in a white area. There's white people, like, especially when I was growing up, I was the only black person. I've always been the only black person. And that does come out as a disadvantage in certain situations maybe happening in school, that I should be able to come home and, you know, communicate with my mom. And God forbid, this is how these kids are out here killing themselves. I'm not trying to be like, you know, that, but I'm just saying these things can lead to much more than killing yourself. It can affect you in life now and when you get older. And as a parent, it is your duty and your job to help your child to get over these things while they have the privilege of being, you know, in your company. So yeah.
Okay. So that's it, guys. Thanks for having my daughter.
Mommy, this hug is serious.
Because
Mommy, if I hug you, you know you don't like.
no, I don't like it. Oh, no! This you are too. You see, I always say your hand is like.
It's love.
It's not love. Your hand is always hard.
I love you. I love
Ọmọ mi bá fẹ́ hug mi, ó máa squeeze mi báyìí. Má ní irú love wo
you.
lélẹ̀.
It's love that nobody else can understand.
I understand. Wá ní ọmọ fẹ́ kí mommy, I want to go inside you and you want to go inside me.
Yes,
You
we must join.
We must join. Okay, so guys, that's my daughter for you. And I think, a lot of things that I've always shared about her, myself, our story. Good thing is that we are able to have her around and she's expressed it herself. So it's organic. Hearing from the source. This is what they call organic. You heard from my daughter and our experience and everything and how. And this is where we are now. Thank you so much, Scott Clark. Too. God bless you. This is where we are now. But I bet many of you remember some of these things. Majority of what she said is just that now she's able to elaborate and it's coming from her. Thank you, Sister Folashade Folari. God bless you, people. So I hope we all learned one or two things from her. You understand? From her experience and how we've been doing stuff. And I must confess to you people, lately or since when you were in the college till now, I'm a better person. I'm more of a friend to my kids. Yes, I'm their mom, but I can tell you I'm more of a friend to them than before. Even to the boys, everything. I can say that I'm happy. And it was Koyin I made the biggest, all the mistakes. And she was the same one that I realized the mistake from. And thank God for that. So it's still good. So some of you, please, bring part 2. Oh, no worries at all. She's here for Daddy's birthday, and so she'll be around for a bit. And so we want to just celebrate Daddy. My husband will be 60 by the grace of God. So so that's why we are. I told you people are going to have one more holiday again, just 1 week holiday. You understand? So that is it, by the grace of God. So guys, thank you so much. We need a chat with the boys, ma. Staramide. Thank you. The boys, which one? That's my little boy. Do you see him back here since? He has gone to stay with Daddy. That one, maybe he's asleep now. Sorry, because of the time. He's asleep now. Tomorrow is school. This one is supposed to be asleep, but he's waiting for Koinsola. That's why he's here. They are paddies. Because Koinsola is still on my bed, but Mama has gotten her bed ready, so she's going to go to her own room. So this one, look at him. Let me embarrass him. Look at him. He's waiting for Koinsola. Can you people see him sitting down there? He's waiting for Koinsola. He's just waiting so that they can go into the room and go and chat and talk. So Koinsola will leave here and go and be with them whilst I have my time here. So see you people again by the grace of God tomorrow. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, aunties.
Bye-bye,
Bye-bye, uncles.
Bye-bye, uncles.
God bless you.
God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you so much. Thanks for having us. We love you. Bye. Thank you, everybody. Bye. 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 Bye-bye. Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night, everybody. You follow come now. They are paddies. See him. Imagine him. See as he sit down, they wait for the sister. Just ask him, what is he waiting for? So that they can play laptop, game, everything. All those things. That's why. She studied software, Microsoft. Software management and programming. Because if you think they are the one when I say bookmark, they will laugh. Oh, mommy.
But you say it right, you've got it now.
MacBook.
Yeah. Come on, MacBook gang.
Well,
come on.
You know, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
right? Bye. Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night, Crown. Nikki Ashake. Good night. Please share this video. Please share the video. Please share. Okay. Thank you all very much. Share and make sure you like,
Share,
love.
share,
All
share.
right. Bye. Good night.